Okay, so let's talk about the best products that have impressed me that I've been reaching for this whole year of 2022. Starting with brows is with my Refy Brow Gel. This is such a good brow gel. It gives you that nice clean look to the brow, and you can top it with my Glossier Brow Flick. I really love this one. And a powder one, I recommend the Rare Beauty brow product. So these three are perfect in my collection, and I have been reaching for all the time. For complexion, I always like to use my Supergoop SPF 50. So let's go ahead and start doing the face. I will be using some of these products in today's video so that you can see how they actually apply, but in some categories I will have more than one. So I will show you swatches and what else I recommend, but I will be choosing just obviously one for my face. I have been recommending this Supergoop forever. I cannot wake up and not put this on my face. I do that every morning. I have two primers. That's all I've been reaching for. I've been reaching for my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Primer, and I've been reaching for my Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. I love this too. They're both great. So I'm gonna go in with my Merit one today. You always have to give it a good shake, and I like to just go in with just one pump. So again, I apply this after I apply my sunscreen. I have been loving it. It's just a beautiful product to have in your collection. You can use it as skincare, or you can use it as a primer before your foundation. And then the rest, I like to kind of massage it into my hands. I have 4 foundations that I'm going to recommend that I have been reaching for this year. Let's talk about my older ones here. So the 2 foundations I recommend is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I think a lot of people love this one. And another one that I've been loving is the Giorgio Armany Luminous Silk Foundation. This is the Makeup Forever is in 1N06. The Giorgio Armani is in the shade 2. This is such a lightweight silk foundation. It lasts all day long. It doesn't go into your fine lines. Same with the Makeup Forever. This is a little bit more thicker than this one. It gives you a nice glow and it lasts all day long. I love both of this. For those ones who don't like such a high coverage or medium coverage foundation, I'm recommending the Rose Ink Skin Enhance Luminous Tinted Serum. Not a lot of people like this one. This one has those fun beads inside, and there's only one way of applying it which works the best for me. It is you put it on the back of your hand, you use a brush, and then you swirl those beads, and then you go ahead and apply it to the face. So you want to make sure that those beads pop and release the nice serum foundation, and then you apply it to the face. But I have been loving this, and you can see how much I've used it. But today I'm going to go in with my newest foundation, and this is the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat foundation. This has been the newest in my collection, and I have been loving it. This is in the shade B20. You have to give it a really good shake, and this lasted all day long. I wore a mask and it has not disappeared off my face at all. It comes with a nice pump. That's one pump that I pumped. It actually has a very nice smell. It's not very strong, so if you don't like perfumes, it's really not very strong. Like, it goes away fast. And I'm gonna apply it with my BK Beauty 101 brush. I'm telling you, this foundation just really impressed me. The packaging is just so pretty, and the formula is very nice. I don't know how I can describe it. Maybe it's kind of in between the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk and the Makeup Forever. I think it's in between those two. So now I'm gonna go with a dampened beauty sponge and push everything in. So you can see that it gives you a nice glow. However, it's like a nice natural glow. Perfect amount of coverage, perfect amount of glow. Those are the 4 foundations I have been reaching for this year a lot, and I definitely recommend. They won't let you down. The only fussy one is the Rose Ink. So if you're not comfortable on putting the foundation or the serum on the back of your hand, swirling those beads, then maybe that's not for you, and it's quite expensive, so keep that in mind. But I love it. So concealers, I recommend 2 concealers. I love all my concealers. I love my Lancome one, I love my Dior one, but the ones I've been reaching for are the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have 2 shades, Chantilly Light 1 and Light 2.2 Nougatine. and they're this potted concealers. They are perfect for the darker one spot concealing, the lighter one brightening and using as a eye primer. And another one is my Born This Way Ethereal Light Illumination Smoothing Concealer. This doesn't crease. This is just perfect for hydration and providing a little bit of coverage and brightness. So I'm going to go in with this one, and then I'm going to go in with the NARS to apply it on my eyelids. So this one has this nice doe foot applicator, kind of like a ballerina shoe. So I'm just gonna apply it. That's it. That's where I apply my concealer. I don't need anywhere else, just to brighten this area up. You see that nice brightening effect it gave to the eye? I love this concealer. You can't go wrong with this one. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, but I've been loving it a lot. Now let's go in with the NARS one. I'm gonna choose the light one. It's like this. A little bit goes a long way. And I like to use my finger on this one and just dab, hopefully putting all these products into action for you guys. It kind of helps decide on whether you like the products or not. But again, these are my favorites of 2022. You guys know I love my Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. Mine is in the shade medium dark. I had to hide this away from me because I've been using it non-stop. But I'm not going to use it today, but I want to recommend it. What it does is just enhances your skin. It's not necessarily a bronzer. You can use it as a bronzer if you go with a deeper shade. It just gives the skin a nice, more golden glow. But the ones I've been reaching for a lot is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. And I love this one. It's very subtle. I'll show you in a second. And then, of course, my Dior Forever Bronzer. So let's start with the wand, and then we're gonna move to the actual powder. So this one looks quite intimidating, as you can see. So I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 109 brush. Doesn't it look scary at first? But you should see how nice it just blends into the skin. Now I'm gonna go in with my beauty sponge and just blend it that way. It's a very nice contour one. You can use it as contouring or you can use it as bronzing your face. But now I'm gonna go in with my Dior Forever Natural Bronze in the shade 05 Warm Bronze. It's such a beautiful bronzer. I love it.
I hate when hair gets stuck to my face.
So for that, I'm just gonna use the BK Beauty 107 brush. Just warm up the skin a little bit more. Always like to top my cream products with powder products if you want them to last longer. But if you do go for more of that natural look, you can just stick with cream and just stop there. Like, don't have to add powder, but I'm adding for the sake of the video so you guys can see all these products in action. And now when it comes to blushes, I have so many I recommend. I'm gonna swatch all this for you, and then well, actually I do recommend the Tower 28 blushes. I love these blushes. They are great for lips, cheeks, and I think eyes as well, but I've been just wearing them on the cheeks mostly and sometimes on the lips. These are so good for the lips too. Like, this is insane. I can't believe it. Okay, so here are the Tower 28 blushes, this top row. Starting from the left one, I have Happy Hour, I have Power Hour, Office Hour, and Magic Hour. Office Hours and Magic Hour. So these are the Tower 28 blushes. I definitely recommend them all. And on this side, I have my Makeup by Mario. This is in the shade Dusty Rose. So it's this product that's very similar to his bronzer. I love this product so much. It comes with a brush on the other end, in case you didn't know. But those are the blushes I've been reaching for, and they are like a thick balm type of blush that actually lasts on your cheek. And I love that it actually they look really good on the lips as well. But today I'm gonna go with my newest blushes, and I have two by Dior. I picked up the pink one, which is the 001 Pink, it's called, and this is the 004 Coral. So I'm gonna go with the Coral one today. They are so subtle. They look so intimidating. So here is the pink one and here is the coral one. They are stunning. I'm gonna use the coral one. Like, look at this. You can see how pretty that's gonna transfer on the face. So those are the blushes I recommend this year. If you have those, you're good to go. Okay, so for the blush, I'm gonna go with a BK Beauty 106 brush and just add it to the cheek. Dior has very nice face products. And the concealer, I love. Foundation, I'm still working on that. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the foundation, but this one, best products. And I also love the face palette. Let me mention that too. This one, you can't go wrong with this palette. You have the nice blush, highlighter, and 2 bronzers. So pretty. So I definitely recommend this one. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette in the shade 001 Universal. Isn't this pretty? I love it. Love it. That's a must-have. I will definitely repurchase that. I don't care. I love them so much. Now, let's move on to highlighter. For highlighter, again, this is brand new in my collection. This is the new Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade in Lighten, and I love this highlighter, one of the best I own. So I'm gonna use this nice Real Techniques 428 brush and just, ooh, see, look at that. Let's just apply it. I'm just gonna apply it this time. I'm gonna use a nice fluffy brush and just blend it into the skin. You see how natural it looks? I don't see any powder. It's a powder highlighter that gives your face a nice glass skin effect, and it also makes it look like it's wet, like you're using a cream highlighter. I have a couple powders I recommend. I guess we can go ahead and powder. Okay, so there's a powder for eyes that I recommend, which is my Pat McGrath. The writing is gone, but is the Fetish Under Eye. Am I reaching pan? Look at that right there. I think I'm reaching pan. So this is the one I recommend for your under eye area. And you can also set your eyelids with it. And the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless Powder in the shade Fair Medium, which is this one. I haven't used this one on the face or eyes or under eyes. I've been using it mostly to set my eyelids with. So let's use the Charlotte Tilbury. We're going to use all 3 powders today. Charlotte Tilbury for my eyelids, and I'm using a BK Beauty 108 brush, and just set the eyelids. And it doesn't dry up your eyelids at all. Just sets your eyelids and makes your eyeshadow last longer. And then I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath. This is a BH Cosmetics number 4 brush, and just set the under eye area. That's it. This is so pretty. So these are the 2 powders I recommend. If you have dry skin, mature skin, they work great. And for all over the face, this is the Givenchy. I know it's more expensive. Prisma Libre number 1 pastel palette. It has this one that has all this nice funny colors in them. But what I like to do is I'm going to use all 4s. Go like this. And then use the actual sponge applicator that it came with. And just set the face. Like this gives you that nice, flawless, kind of airbrushed look. And it actually makes your makeup last all day long. No creasing, no drying. Perfect for dry skin, perfect for oily skin, and perfect for mature skin. So now we're gonna move on to eyes. But what do you guys think on the complexion? Like these products are just wonderful. I love them all. So I hope that was helpful for the complexion. Now for eyes, I have a couple things here. I have 2 palettes that really impressed me. So the 2 palettes I'm talking about is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. I love this palette. The shades are so soft, so easy to use. I love that it has a light and a dark shade, and you just can't go wrong with this palette because this is great for beginners. The powders are so fine and they're not drying and they're not too powdery to use on the eyelids. Another one is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette. Very similar to the Makeup by Mario. I love that it has shimmers. So today we're going to use the Makeup by Mario and some of the shimmers from this one. Now the 2 cream ones are good for no lining your eyes. Don't make that mistake that I did, because they will smudge and they will disappear throughout the day. They are good to use as a base before you apply any of the other shades. And if you're more of a one-potted person, I recommend the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. So pretty for like a one and done look. Okay, so starting from this side, we have Champagne right there. Champagne. Then I have Oyster Pearl, Chocolate Bronze, and Sunlit Glow, which is, this is the duo chrome one. It goes from yellow to pink. So those are the ones in case you're wondering and you would like to pick up a shade, have a good look, and see. I'm going to keep them further so you guys can see better away from the lights, but I love all of them. I can choose one depending on what I want. Super light look, I go with this. A little bit of more color, I will choose this. Smoky look, I choose this. And more of a fun look, which you can top any of this with this. Perfect. Today we're just gonna go with powder eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario, and I always like to start with this shade right here as a transition. So it's gonna be a quick look because I just want to show you how beautiful these shades all work together. Perfect transition shade. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a BK Beauty 211 brush and go into maybe this shade right here. Also, some other palettes I recommend if you want like more colorful or different formulas. I recommend the Natasha Denona palettes, especially when they go on sale. I would suggest grab the mini ones. You can't go wrong. They have all beautiful formulas. I haven't come across one that I didn't like. I'm not going to recommend Pat McGrath because it's expensive. However, I do recommend the Pat McGrath Mothership Belle of the Ball. I just got this one. I used it. And the eyeshadow lasted all day long with no creasing, no fading away. It was just beautiful. It's just at the end of the night, it looked just like when I just applied it. I'm serious. Those shades are my favorite shades. I'm gonna go in with this brown right here and add it in the outer corner. I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 203 brush and just add this in the outer corner. This is gonna be a very simple look, nothing too complicated. But I wanted to show you how beautiful these formulas are. So I'm gonna go in with my first brush and blend this. Look how easy that blended. You can just leave it as is, but I wanna show you how beautiful the shimmers are by Patrick Ta. And I think I'm gonna go, ooh, this is a pretty one. Let's try this one. I'm gonna add that in the middle of my eye. I think I've tried that before. Like towards the outer corner, right? Don't bring this in the inner corner. You want to leave the inner corner for a more brightening shimmer. Like this is very shimmery and then this is more subtle. Yeah, let's go with the very shimmery one. Might as well, right? And add it in the inner corner. You just want to bring it and combine them together. This is a perfect look for New Year's too. Okay, so I think the top is done. And on the bottom, I think I'm going to go with a very subtle brown from the Makeup by Mario. And choose a BK Beauty 209 brush, which is more like this, a smudger brush. And just add a little bit of the worm. So favorite pencil I recommend, this is I think a must, the Makeup by Mario, and this is the Master Pigment Pro pencil, and I got mine in the black. I've been trying to eye the brown one. I do have the burgundy one and I really want the brown one, but I'm just gonna add this in my waterline. I love this pencil so much, so easy to use. It has a nice brush on the other end. Where can I show you? Right here. And this brush is great if you want to apply it on your skin or lash line and kind of smudge it. It works perfect. I use this pencil in my video where I created that Wednesday Addams look, and I use this one. You can see how I use it in that one a lot. Let's talk about mascaras. Mascaras, I recommend two. I always recommend the Essence Princess Lash Mascara. I love to use this one on the top lashes, and the Merit one, which is a tubing mascara. I love to use this on my bottom lashes. So this is boring. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the mascaras, and I'll be right back and I will show you what I recommend for lip products. You don't want to miss that. Okay, so this is what the complexion looks like. I love it. I love it. You guys saw all the products in action. Let me know which one you love the most, or if you're going to pick up anything. This is not to sell any of the products. This is to give you an idea how these products work that are my favorite, that I've been using a lot throughout 2022. And I hope that this was helpful. Now let's move on to lips. I can't wait to show you this. Okay, so I have 4 products that I recommend. 4. I love a lot, but this is what I'm reaching out for. The Fenty Beauty Popsicles. Fenty Beauty Poutsicles. One is in the shade Berry Banger, and you can see the shade right there. And then the other one is in the shade Strawberry Sangria. And lip oil, I recommend the House Labs, and this is in the shade Tint. This is so beautiful. And by Dior, I recommend the Dior Addict Lip Glow. Mine is in the shade 006 Berry. I've been having the Dior one on my lips throughout the video because it keeps my lips hydrated. So I'm not going to use this one today, but I can swatch everything so I can give you guys an idea. So we have Fenty Beauty right here, which is Berry Banger, the Strawberry Sangria. Then we have the Dior Lip Balm. This is in the shade 006 Berry. And then the House Labs Lip Oil in the shade Tint. You can see that it's changing a little bit of color there. So I think for this look, I'm going to go with my Fenty Beauty Berry Banger. So I'm going to apply this first. You don't even need a lip liner because the tip of the applicator, you see how it's kind of bent and it's pointy and it's very soft, so you can use it as a lip liner. So the Fenty Beauty basically stain your lips, but in a nice way. So this will eventually fade throughout the day, but it still gives you that nice color to the lips. Now I can apply the House Labs just for fun. See if there's any reaction if we put this two together. Just in the middle for extra glow. I think the lip color matches really good. So what do you guys think? This is how the look turned out. I really love it. If you loved it, these were all of my 2022 recommendations that I have been gravitating to and using on a daily basis. I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.